Hi everyone, we're out here today to collect some Birch Polypore. This guy right here. We picked those because of their antiseptic, antiviral, and anti-inflammatory properties, because Chris is always cutting himself while he's doing his work, so we use them for little band-aids. And the wounds heal up a lot quicker, and it doesn't even leave a scar on some of them that he's had. Okay, let's see if I can get it off here. There we go. Now we're gonna take it home and slice it up into some thin slices, and that'll make some good band-aids.
Alright, so we're back at home now, and I'm going to cut the Birch Polypore. It's tough, and I can see why they also call it
razor strap.
So what I do is I cut real thin strips. Out of it. We have tried eating this before. It is edible, but it's very bitter. You can taste the mushroom flavor out of it, but it's just real bitter. Okay, so I cut off that there. Make a little thing. Put it over my cut, wherever it is. Either put a band-aid over it or tape or something. But, you know, I've used this as I get older. I found that I don't heal as fast as I used to. So I was looking for a natural remedy to that. And this really did help me. And I had a cut on my thumb here a couple weeks ago, and you can't even tell that it was cut anymore. So, you know, in the fall is really a good time to harvest this, and just keep it in your freezer until you need it. Just like that. And birch trees, they're not just good for Birch Polypore or chaga, which we have here. This is some chaga we harvested. It's getting ready. It's almost dry enough for me to use my rasp. I use a rasp to grind it off, and when that's done, it ends up looking like this. And I'll put, when I make my coffee, I put 3 heaping tablespoons of coffee and 1 heaping tablespoon of chaga in it. And the chaga really helps take the bitterness out of the coffee. Some of the other uses for birch, not just this, and it's not just good for starting fires, but we harvest an awful lot of, I was writing my numbers on here yesterday, but anyway, we harvest an ungodly amount of that.
Off of dead trees.
Off of dead trees, yes. We never take it off of live trees. Kathy made this basket, and her Aunt Martha made this one for her. They're both registered Red Cliff Indians. And Kathy, when she harvested that polypore, said I cut myself a lot while I'm working. Well, and I do. And this is what I make out of the birch bark. It's just a catch-all box. Throw it on your table, throw whatever into it. I make different size shelves. Hang on your wall, 16 inch up to 24 inches, whatever. Or balusters over windows. I make picture frames. That's a 4x6. A 5x7. I make 6x8s, but I don't have one out here. There's a 8x10. And I also make mirrors, which is probably showing us our travel trailer that we live in. And we make outlet covers, all different types. use cherry sticks for around the edge. But this is just some of our handiwork. And I also make custom frames. I just finished those two for some people. They had a nice black bear coming in that they took a picture of and they wanted it framed. And then there was just another print that somebody had. So that's what we do with our birch bark. It's just not the polypore or the chaga.
And remember to join us at All Things Wild on Facebook if you're into hunting, fishing, trapping, metal detecting, canoeing, anything outdoors.
Photography.
Yes, that too. And we are a group on Facebook, so just look for our canoe at the top of the page.